Hello guys, welcome to a new Get Rekt gaming news video, and yet again I have some spicy news for you guys today. There are some new rumors flowing around for a God of War potential standalone DLC slash short sequel thing. We'll talk all about that, and the Last of Us factions might actually be cancelled. We'll talk all about this stuff in today's video, so sit back, relax, enjoy. Take a beverage and let's get on with the news. If you guys maybe remembered, not too long ago I made a video about some Death Stranding stuff. That was, I think, my last video. And we talked about the fact that Kojima has been making a new trailer, and it might be actually for a new state of play, which was spotted on his Premiere Pro software that I also actually use to make my own videos. So there might actually be a state of play coming, at least maybe next month or maybe this month. We don't know that yet. The Kojima trailer might also be for the Game Awards, even though it says state of play in the file name. We never know. That could also be a possibility. But there are some new PlayStation rumors that I want to talk about for today's video, including also the God of War supposed standalone DLC after Ragnarok. And there is a new insider. I don't know if he's new, but I actually never heard of him. I want to quickly say, keep in mind when I talk about rumors, they can always be fake. Take it all with a grain of salt. But apparently this guy has some sort of credibility. I personally don't know about him. Viewer Anon says some very interesting stuff on Twitter, and apparently he leaked some stuff towards movies, and he was also one of the first ones that would talk about Last of Us Part 3 being in very early pre-production state. The thing is, I am not excited for Last of Us 3 at all, because I really didn't like Last of Us 2, but still, Naughty Dog is a big single-player developer studio, so I do want to cover them somewhat in my videos, but I don't really care for a Last of Us 3 whatsoever. But we also are going to talk about Last of Us factions. So what this guy says on Twitter, or X, I just can't say X. Who says that? Let me know in the comment section down below if you say it. I just can't say it. I just always say tweets and Twitter still. Also, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I might feature you in the next video. IGN's bang on here. This is how you cut the gap between releases while also maybe letting greener teams work on half sequels with established tools and support. Santa Monica Studios working on new God of War stuff, and I wonder whether it will be Ragnarok DLC or a half sequel. Now the thing is, these God of War rumors aren't really new, because The Snitch, a very famous insider in the industry that I also personally know, and I cover him on the channel a lot, he has been right on a lot of stuff, already leaked about the fact that there is supposedly God of War Ragnarok DLC in the works. He never really said if it was a standalone thing or an actual expansion towards the mainline game, and a lot of people are suggesting that it is in fact a la Uncharted Lost Legacy, if you guys remember that game, which was a standalone game. And Spider-Man has Spider-Man Miles Morales, which all started out as DLCs, but they became so big in scope and scale that they became their own standalone game. We are thinking that God of War Ragnarok will also have a similar thing. I also talked about that after the game released, because the story for Atreus is basically just beginning, and Atreus, yeah, it's kind of a spoiler if you haven't completed Ragnarok yet, but basically Atreus can get his own game where that story for him is going forward. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to happen with Atreus, and maybe at a later date we get another big mainline God of War game with Kratos again. But this side game might focus on Atreus. At least that's what we are speculating right now. Pretty interesting stuff. But the same guy also mentions something about Last of Us factions. I don't make content on Last of Us factions because I am not hyped for a multiplayer game like that. I am a single player guy first. But I quickly wanted to talk about this because Naughty Dog, yet again, it is a big single player studio. And apparently Anders Howard, who was a principal monetization designer at Naughty Dog working on the Last of Us multiplayer game, has left the studio after only 11 months of working there. So that's pretty interesting, and we know that this game had a lot of development issues already. Jason Schreier came out with that. They had to show the game to the Bungie team because they are making Destiny. And of course we know that the Destiny team, they are the live service team now at Sony PlayStation, and they might be helping with the Last of Us factions, and they showed off their build towards Bungie, and Bungie was like, no, don't release that. And since then there have been a lot of problems with this game. Viewer Anon basically replied to that, it's dead, Jim. So maybe this game is now just getting cancelled, and we've seen already rumors of pre-production for Last of Us 3. He talked about that himself, by the way. And I wouldn't be surprised if Naughty Dog is just like, nah, we're just gonna put this at least on hold. At least that, or maybe even cancel it and to work on Last of Us 3. And there are rumors also for a new IP. And I think that's just the best thing. We shouldn't like force these PlayStation studios to do stuff that they don't want, that they don't know about live service stuff. That was all in Jim Ryan's era, and now Jim Ryan has left PlayStation. Did I make a video on that? I think I totally forgot. I think I totally forgot to make a video about Jim Ryan leaving PlayStation. But yeah, Jim Ryan is not anymore going to be the CEO of PlayStation. He's leaving next year in March, from what I know. And he was the one pushing for all the live service bullshit stuff that PlayStation wants to do. Because, of course, it's expensive to make these games, and it's getting even more expensive with every game. Sony needs another revenue source, shall I say. But I'm kind of happy that they are not going to invest into a multiplayer Last of Us game. Not that I'm anticipating Last of Us 3, because I'm not. They really have to win at least me back. I'm maybe more optimistic towards that new IP with new vision, new story, we shall see. But yeah, interesting stuff that even that Last of Us Factions game might be canned. Now, keep in mind, this is all a rumor. Like I said in the beginning of the video, take it all with a grain of salt. We can be pretty sure about the God of War DLC, because there are multiple insiders now talking about the fact that, yeah, that might be happening. Another thing that I quickly wanted to talk about for PlayStation stuff is that Sony is completely revamping the Crunchyroll app. I believe Sony now owns Crunchyroll. I can be totally wrong on that. If there are any anime fans in my YouTube channel somewhere in the comments, let me know. I am a big anime fan myself, and they probably want to incorporate Crunchyroll into PlayStation Plus, which actually sounds pretty exciting to me, and they want to do this for the PlayStation Extra and Premium categories. And I'm a big avid anime fan, so let's take a look at this. Sony is completely revamping the Crunchyroll app to be compatible with all smart TVs on the market. When this is completed, Crunchyroll will be integrated into the PlayStation Plus catalog, Extra and Premium. I actually have a Crunchyroll subscription recently because of the free trial that Xbox has been giving out with, I think, with Game Pass. I could be wrong. Now, I don't know if they are going to give you the whole catalog of Crunchyroll with PlayStation Plus. That might be a bit extreme. That would be very cool if they did that, but especially because they are raising the price of PlayStation Plus. Maybe just a select catalog of the best anime that's also going to be available with PlayStation Plus for Crunchyroll. I don't know what they will do with the pricing with Crunchyroll though, then we shall see. But it is a pretty interesting thing that I want to see happen. It has nothing to do with video games. I know it's anime, but I thought it was pretty fun for you guys to mention at least this news. Thank you guys for watching. That's really all I have for today's video. I'm actually quite sick. I've been coughing a bit. I've had pain in my throat as well. So I've been struggling really to make this video. I've re-recorded this multiple times. But I had to get some content on the channel because it was 8 days ago now, I think, that I made my last video. And I saw some subscribers leaving, so that's not good. I try to make content, but rumors, you know, they aren't always here. And I am primarily a rumor channel. I was also busy with my Starfield review, by the way. That is now complete, done on Ace Ice. I will post a link in the description down below if you want to see my Starfield review, that you can check that out. That just took a lot of time for me. I'm sorry about that. I've been making that review, but that's now online if you want to see it on the Ace Ice channel. But yeah, I will try to upload more if there are rumors. It has been just pretty dry when it comes to news and rumors in general so far, because a lot of games are now releasing in the fall, and then rumors tend to slow down a bit. If I see something, I will make a rumor for it. Of course, we do have the Game Awards still in December, and I hope rumors will spawn for that maybe earlier. We shall see. Thank you guys for watching. As always, to stick with me, I really appreciate it. I also quickly want to do a comment of the day because I got some comments on my Death Stranding video, so let's take a look at that. We have a new comment from Rock Zuppen, hardcore member of the channel. That's great news for Death Stranding 2, new state of play. I think if we get a new state of play, we will get it after Marvel Spider-Man 2, maybe in November. That is a good suggestion, that it might be indeed after Marvel Spider-Man, because I don't think they want to break that promotion cycle with another game. So I do also think that the state of play might be a November thing, and that we then see it with Death Stranding 2 getting a new date, like a release date for Death Stranding 2 maybe next year somewhere. Just because of Spider-Man 2 that we aren't hearing anything about that. And maybe that's the place where we will see the God of War DLC standalone game. I hope some more first party stuff, to be fair. I've been saying this in multiple videos that I want to see more first party stuff. But PlayStation has been changing the direction in advertisement in general. They are starting advertising a game much more closer with news and information, much more closer to release of a game. I've been noticing that for the past few years now. They don't want to announce a game too early. They want to announce it as close as possible to the release of a game, and then have like half a year most of the time for a cycle of news, sometimes even shorter than that, up until the actual release of the game. I might make a video on that in the future if you guys are interested in the cycle of video game promotion and announcements, that is changing, and release schedules as well. A lot of games were releasing in the fall always in the past, and now you see game releases over the whole year spread out. And February is starting to become the new fall, which is pretty funny. That's all for another topic and another video. Thank you guys for watching, as always. If you have your own good comment, let me know in the comment section down below, and I might feature it in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, as always. Like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming news, leaks, that type of stuff towards PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, all the big players, and as well for single player games mostly. And of course, visit my social media in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next Get Rekt gaming news video. Bye bye.